welcome back to our Wednesday Wellness
Um,
webinar or
webinar.
Wellness Wednesday webinar or webinar Wednesday Wellness,
Okay. Well,
whatever. It's Wednesday and
triple
it's
W.
wellness. Triple W. And this is brought to you by Asia Premier One Source. Together with me hosting, my name is Ria. I am the Human Relations Manager, and we are pushing for wellness amidst this pandemic. Together with me hosting in this webinar is our one and only clinic and wellness lead, Nurse EJ. Hi, Nurse EJ.
Hi.
Fresh from our APOSI clinic and our
Yes.
another nurse, that's Nurse MK. All
Yes.
right, so what do we have for today?
It's kind of very interesting.
Mhm.
And I hope they will really apply this because it's not just for home, it will also good at the office.
Last time, and we would like to also let you know that we are celebrating our fourth, and to complete the month of our wellness, we started with yoga, stretches. What else after
Deep
that?
sleep,
Deep sleep.
fueling our body. It talks about
Yeah.
diets.
Yeah.
And this is the fourth topic.
The fourth topic, which is also very interesting. So if you
Yes.
notice, guys, what we are trying to really provide you are informative tips that you can use, whether you are working on site or you're working from home, whether you are part of Asia Premier One Source, which is generously giving these information, or you are just watching from Facebook, or you are in Zoom. We want to make sure that we add value to you, especially that those topics would can be applied in day-to-day basis. So it's a lifestyle. And today we have a special guest, our very own, to discuss the work from home hacks series called Ergonomics. So what is it all about? So let's move to the next page. I will introduce you to our guest
No,
speaker.
other than
So we have Rachell Lingan is our physical therapist, in-house PT, and she's exposed with different venues or hospitals and clinics like Hospital ng Maynila, Veterans Memorial Hospital, Handicap Lourdes, Caritas Manila, Metafactor Wellness Clinic, Fidel Mundo Medical Center. And Nurse EJ, what are the experiences or what have she handled back previously?
for her experiences, she had encountered or handled stroke patients, musculoskeletal condition, neurological condition, including pediatric condition, and also those person or people who loves to do sports,
Mm.
especially if they encounter knee injury or any dislocation. I think
Yeah.
she's also handling that.
That's pretty interesting. So let's all welcome and let's turn on the camera of our in-house PT, Rachell Lingan. Hi, Rachel.
Hi everyone, my name is Rachel, your physical therapist for today.
So, ayan, before we start, Rachel, just want to ask a couple of questions kasi this is very interesting. And also, I want to share with you, diba, I have, this is my clinic history. I have slip disc. So, a lot of us, we don't know. I've been working for quite some time, and it can it can trigger and it can add burden to the lower back. So I'm very interested on what we will be getting out of this presentation, or what will you be sharing to us para we can also, apart from doing the yoga stretches, which was taught the first time,
Mm-mm.
is how the body works, the mechanical part of it. And dahil nga tayo ay mga nagtatrabaho sa office, o kaya even if we're working from home, yung posture natin sometimes nako-compromise. So I want to hear more about that, and I guess that's also what the people here in Zoom are waiting for. So if you are in Zoom, please go ahead and send your message here in the chat, and later after the presentation we can get that. Will be asking that to Rachel. Take it away, Rachel. Share with us your knowledge.
Again, I'm Rachel, your physical therapist for today. So maybe most of you complains of eye strain, headache, neck pain, tension over your shoulder, or worse, low back pain after your duty hours. So let me share you a secret. You can avoid those things by knowing what is ergonomics. So today's discussion, we're going to talk about what is ergonomics and work from home challenges and modification from work from home and simple exercises. So let's start by knowing what is ergonomics. So ergonomics is derived from a two Greek word, no, ergon, which means work, and nomos, which means law. If we will combine these two words, ergonomics will come up. Let's dig in why ergonomics is named as ergonomics. Ergonomics is defined as a study dealing with comfort and safety of human body by adjusting tools, workstation, and processes to fit the worker. Meaning to say, the workstation must fit to the worker instead of forcing us, the worker, to fit to the work. The question is how. So we can do this by applying, adjusting the tools, or modifying your workplace. Why we need to do this one? We need to do this one because to improve our health and experience better and becoming more productivity during our GTRs. The next question is why ergonomics is important. So ergonomics is important because it helps to prevent repetitive and cumulative injuries. Keep in mind that our body is designed to move. You must not put stresses on your body. Our bones and our muscle are stressed, which are caused by a repetitive action or doing your task over and over in a wrong way. So best example is you're doing a 201 file. You're doing like this. Repetition of action causes a injury, and that one action can make one injury, and one injury can cause a accumulation of injury that can lead serious and disabling injuries. What is the beauty of ergonomics? The beauty of ergonomics is they design appliances or they design tools to be able for the worker to be comfortable and to work in an easiest way. So that is ergonomics. So the next one is, according to the research, 87% of employee who uses computers tends to have a musculoskeletal condition. So when we say musculoskeletal condition, it is combination of the muscle and skeletal, the bones. So meaning to say, your muscle and bones are tends to have a injuries. So the most common musculoskeletal injuries, the workers who committed their duty hours in computer is low back pain. So, it is very risky talaga sa mga workers na nag-use ng computers. We know na work from home is very popular talaga during these quarantine days. So, I asked some employees who work from home, and according din sa clinical data namin for the past 14 days, we came up with this data wherein 45% experiences back pain during work from home, and headache by 15%, and neck pain by 10%, and hypertension 25%, and others, which includes the dysmenorrhea, the toothache, the hyperacidity, and many more. Let's discuss the symptoms that the workers may experience during their works. So headache. So we have different kinds of headache. The first one is migraine, then tension headache, cluster headache, and hangover headache. When you will say that you're experiencing migraine, a little information to add on you. So when you experience migraine, it is described as a unilateral. So when we say unilateral, it's one side of your head. So the headache or the pain you're experiencing is only on the one side of your head. So it usually, the duration of this headache or the pain is 7 to 42 hours. Then it may be accompanied by nausea, so you tendency to vomit. There are times na you experience some photophobia, so meaning to say, there are times na we experience na pag dumadaan tayo tuwing umaga, then tamaan yung mata natin, parang ang sakit sa ulo niya. So maybe that headache is called migraine. The next headache or classification of headache is tension headache. So tension headache, it is a very popular Why? So why it is very popular? Because it is called as headband characteristic of headache. So meaning to say, both side of your head is aching. It is described as a headband because the pattern of your headache is like a headband. One trivia, it is the most common reason why the people tends to have a over-the-counter analgesic or pain reliever. Then the next one, which is a little bit serious condition headache, is cluster headache. So when we say cluster headache, the manifestation or description of this headache is the pain is described as pattern around your eyes. So it affects your cranial nerves, which is also affects your brain. So it may be accompanied by some serious injury that may need immediate consultation to a doctor. Then hangover, so it usually, naman na, it usually from the people who get drunk, then out in the morning, ang sakit ng ulo ko sobra, ganon. So the next one is neck pain. So neck pain, there are many causes of neck pain. One reason of neck pain is muscle strain. During our work, so we have tendency to just slouch or hunchback. So that's the reason why we have muscle strains. So your muscle around your shoulder or around your back tends to contract and tendency to become strained. Then the next one is hypertension. So neck pain, we experience neck pain when we have a hypertension. Then it is also accompanied by dizziness. So there are times na one patient will come in a clinic, then complains of having a neck pain. Then they will say that, "Nurse, nahihilo po ako." Then, well, when you check the BP, makikita mo is sobrang high ng BP niya. So, meaning to say, high blood can causes neck pain. So, neck pain alone is not just a muscle. It is also marami siyang factors. So, the next one is worn joints. So, when we say worn joints, so, alam ko na medyo familiar kayo lahat sa osteoarthritis. When we say osteoarthritis, not just about the knee, which is common pag sinabi natin osteoarthritis. So, when we say arthritis, it is related to your age. So, as we grow old, so our bones have tendency to worn out. So, over the time, we have to work during our younger days. So, we work and work and work. Then, when we grow up, our joints have tendency to just, ay, napagod na lang siya. Parang ganun. So, yung katawan natin is just not consistent as yung younger version natin when we grow old. So, osteoarthritis is, we call is overuse syndrome also. So, pag ganun, around our neck area, so we have joints, vertebra, that is connected. So when we have tendency to just slouch like this, our muscle is not just aligned in that way. So our joints might have tendency to just, napagod na ako. When we reach the times that we grow old na rin. Then nerve compression. Nerve compression is major related siya sa osteoarthritis. So our backbones is made up of vertebra. So it is composed of small vertebra, then patong-patong sila. So in that vertebra, there is a hole wherein the nerve is passes by. So if you have a osteoarthritis, there is tendency that your bones tends to erupt or tends to just, it's like a decaying. Then the nerve that passes by there is becomes what do you call this one? Para siyang naiipit. So that's the time that your nerve will be compressed and the parts of your body na sinusuplayan nung nerve na yon. So ang mangyayari is that is have the tendency na ma-paralyze siya or you experience tingling sensation. So that is nerve compression. So injury is related from the lifting object in a wrong way. So, yun, you have tendency to have injuries like slip disc injuries like that. So when we say disease, you have neck pain, you experience neck pain. So diseases like it's what we call example is PATS disease. So PATS disease as a information na rin to add on you. PATS disease is related siya sa TB. So it is called the TB of the bone. So it has a tendency to parang ano siya, osteoarthritis din siya but more severe. The muscle strain, hypertension, dizziness, worn joints, nerve compression, injuries and disease you have tendency to experience pain. So, put in your mind that neck pain alone is not just okay lang, masakit lang yung baka high blood lang. Oh. So, wag mo iisipin na, okay lang yan, ganito. Maybe, there is more severe or serious condition behind that. Next one is low back pain. So, low back pain, so muscle or ligament sprain. So, medyo related din siya sa cervical area or neck pain. Muscle or ligament strain is about the muscle. So, for example, is your lifting a heavy object in a wrong way. The tendency that your muscle maybe leads to a strain. The next one is bulging or rupture disc. So, bulging or rupture disc. So, between our vertebra, there is a disc, what we call IV disc. So, IV disc is composed of water and oil. So, as we grow old, the water content of our disc and the oil tends to decrease. If your age is younger, medyo makapal pa siya, then when you grow old, numinipis siya. Slip disc is, yung location niya is located between the vertebrae. Ang function niya is, prevent niya yung each vertebra na magkaroon ng friction sa isa't isa every time we move is the vertebra. So between this vertebra, there is a disc that protects your vertebra to have a friction, which causes a pain on your back. Then arthritis. So arthritis not just about your knees. If you have everything in your body that has a bone, they have tendency to have a arthritis. Then skeletal irregularities. So skeletal irregularities is about having a deformity or best example is scoliosis. So scoliosis as a two types. So it's either the skeletal part or the bone mismo yung may problem or the other one is the muscle. So, a little information lang din, when you have a scoliosis, you can define that you have a scoliosis by seeing your shoulder na pantay ba siya or hindi. So, yung mga workers or yung mga agent na mayroong scoliosis, so, yung history nila is they likes to wear one-handed bag on their one side. So, they have tendency to lean on one side, so heavy kasi siya. So that's the time na yung body mo is magko-compensate sa kabila. So if you put your bag on one side, so if you will consult a doctor, the concave or the curvature of your back will tends to have for example, every time I go to work, I always wear one-handed bag. Then, I lean on this one. So, the curve of yung tawag po dun sa curve na scoliosis ko is right. Which is, when we say right, it is level scoliosis. So, that's all about back pain. Then, facts and figures. So, the beauty of ergonomics. So, if you will apply ergonomics, so you can see the both differences on this feature. So, yun. This one is applying ergonomics and this one is not applying ergonomics. So, you can target na he is experiencing neck pain, back pain, then maybe problem in the joints, in the elbow, and maybe there is problem in his hands and knees. So modification hacks. So let's go to modification hack. So modification hacks is related to ergonomics. So you can apply it in your house or in office. The first thing we need to check is adjust your chair's height. So when we will say na yung chair's height is correct, in the correct position. So keep in mind that your hips and your knee should be in a 90-degree. Adjustable naman yung chair natin, so you can adjust it. So as you can see, so how can you see that your chair is in a appropriate height. So you must adjust your height, chair's height. So it must be 90 degree. Then your back, your hips is in 90 degree. That's the time that masasabi ko na okay, nasunod ko yung first law of a ergonomics. Then the next one is footrest. So what if you adjust you didn't reach the floor kasi nga di ka naman ganun na pinaglihi ng nanay mo ganun katangkad. So ang gagawin natin, hindi po na-adjust si chair. So yan. So dapat 90 degree ang i-apply natin. So make sure na meron kang boxes or footstool na magagamit. If ever na hindi mo abot so you can have a footstool or alternative is a boxes. Next one, put a pillow on your seat. So it's a lumbar support. So I prepare a towel, 2 towels siya. So if ever na meron ka namang pillow or yung sinasabi nila, ginagamit nila sa kotse or sa car, this one. So you can use this one, and this rolled pillow na ginagamit din naman siya pag nag-drive. So if wala ka niyan, so alternative is use a towel. So this towel, so I bring a 2 piece of towel. So you can fold this one into 4, then fold into, make a circular this one. Then put it in your back, and the other one is put it in the upper back. So dalawa siya. So as you can see, so medyo comfortable na siya kasi meron siyang cushion between your back and the chair. The next one is elevate your laptop. How can you say that the height of your monitor is in a right position? So dapat siya eye level siya. Then the length of your laptop is, make sure that it is equal to your arm's length. So you need to high five. So yan. But what if you have a 2 monitor? If you have 2 monitors, so the other one is in this one and in this one, make sure that the line between them is at the level of your eye. So if you can buy some ergonomical elevating equipment like this one, you can buy also. But what if wala kang means of this one? So another option is you can use a boxes or a piece of a bond or papers na hindi naman ginagamit. So you can put it para ma-elevate lang yung monitor mo in eye level. So next one is arm's length wrist support. So make sure that your hands is in 90-degree position. Then what if hindi siya 90 degree? So if gumagamit ka ng laptop, you can use external keyboard. So if wala ka rin naman na itong external keyboard, you can use a towel again. So this towel one. So yan. Fold it again. Then, here. So, para maging pantay lang siya dun sa laptop mo, then hindi ka nakaganyan kasi there have tendency na magkaroon kang carpal tunnel syndrome. So, yung carpal tunnel syndrome is causes by using your hand in wrong position, staying in wrong position. So, they have tendency na magstay lang siya sa position yun. Siyempre, medyo masakit siya, so kailangan niya ng rest. So, to prevent injuries, so use this one as a wrist support. Then next one is make sure to take a break. Then always change your position or your posture. You always keep in mind na dapat correct yung posture mo. Pero ikaw mismo, alam mo yun na hindi mo nasusunod na after 15 minutes then may tendency na napagod na yung back mo. So take a rest. So yun, and change your position, hindi naman masama yun. Then home exercises. So you can use this home exercises. Pwede rin naman siya sa office. Next one, na-mention ko naman kanina if you're experiencing eye strain. So first exercise is calf exercise. So don't worry, this calf exercise, pag nalaman naman ng clinic na ginawang calf exercise, hindi ka naman hingian ng fit to work or pang swab test. So, cup exercise is just about rubbing your palms. So, yun, it produces heat. So, kapag nagpo-produce tayo ng heat or nag-apply tayo sa isang area, yung body natin tends to relax. So, how can you perform cup exercise? So, this cup exercise is applicable sa nakaka-experience ng ice rain. So, yun, rub your palms together to produce heat. Then, put your palms around your bony area of your eyes. So, make sure na hindi ka maglalagay ng pressure dito sa mata. Kasi pag naglagay ka ng pressure sa mata, ang tendency is pag tanggal mo na is ang labo ng mata mo. So, yun. So, let's try. So, pwede mo siyang gawin dapat sa bony area lang. Then, the other one, by 3 minutes. Then, let's assume na you done with 3 minutes. So, after doing that, so your muscle in the eyes tends to relaxes. Then, other exercises is look up, down, and side. So, one trivia to share to you na the most fastest muscle in our body is our eyes. Kasi tingnan mo, yung eyes mo is not, pwede siyang tumingin sa iba, no? Titingin, yung isang mata mo, kaya niyang sakupin yung isang area pag nag-function yung muscle of the eyes. So, kaya sinasabi nila na fastest muscle is yung eyes mo. So, kung fastest muscle yung eyes mo, so, ibig sabihin may tendency siya na mapagod din siya. Kasi nga, sobrang bilis. Then, araw-araw mo siyang ginagamit. Napapagod din naman siya. So, just to relax din kasi syempre nag-work tayo, focus lang yung mata natin dun sa computer. So, one exercise is to just look up. So, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, after yun, look down naman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, pwede mo siyang ulitin. Repetition niya is 5 times. Then, roll eyes. So, roll eyes is hindi lang siya ginagamit sa mga enemies natin, sa kinainisan natin. So, roll eyes is one of the exercise then to relax muscle or strengthen pa yung muscle of the eyes. So, roll your eyes clockwise and counterclockwise. So, rotate, dahan-dahan. Then, counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, pwede mo naman siyang gawin ng 3 repetition din. So, if ever, yan, one of the exercise na pwede mo siyang gawin during your duty hours. Then, other exercises is about the neck. So, chin tucks. So, why we need to do chin tucks? Chin tucks kasi you have to do like this. So, double chin or pakita mo yung katabaan mo. So, yan. So, why we have to do that? So, kapag gumagamit tayo ng computer, so yung neck natin has tendency to forward. So, forward-headed siya. So, we need to strengthen the back muscle. Kasi nagiging weak na siya. Ang nagiging strong is yung sa front area natin kasi lagi tayo nakaganyan. So, we need to strengthen the back muscle. So, by chin tuck. So, hold this by 7 seconds also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, 10 repetition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, maybe you wonder what is stretch your SCM. So, SCM is a muscle. So, we call it sternocleidomastoid muscle. Sternocleidomastoid muscle, it is most common na nai-injury kapag nagkakaroon tayo ng stiff neck. So, if ever na naka-experience kayo ng stiff neck, so, pwede nyo itong gawin. Or, pwede nyo gawin exercise to. How to stretch your SCM muscle. So, if ever na wala tong pwedeng humawa ka na lang dito. Then, stretch your SCM muscle by 7 seconds hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, make sure na nararamdaman mo yung tension. So, pag meron kang stiff neck, so ayaw mo i-move yung part na yun dun sa part na masakit. Pero, that's the time na yung pain na na-experience mo is mag-a-adapt siya. So, makakatulong siya makarelieve ng pain. So, sabi nga nila sa una medyo masakit siya. Then as the time or the tension increases. So, nakakatulong siya para mawala yung stiff neck mo. Then, wag mo lang siya gagawin sa isang side. So, make sure na sa kabilang side. Kasi pag sa isang side lang, so, na-stretch nga to, pero yung isang mong side is hindi naman nakaganyan ka. Ang tendency, yung kabila mo namang neck is yung magkakaroon ng stiff neck. Then, next is about shoulder. So, shoulder retraction. So, why we need to do shoulder retraction? Shoulder retraction, we need to do shoulder retraction kasi kapag nag-computer tayo, we have tendency to hunchback. So, ang nangyayari, yung muscle natin sa harap is nagiging strength siya. So, siya yung nagko-contract. Contract siya ng contract. Then, the back muscle is nag-weaken. So, the best exercise to strengthen your back muscle is to have a shoulder retraction. When I say shoulder retraction, all you need to do is just squeeze your both shoulder blades. So, yan. So, just squeeze this one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, relax. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, relax ka na. Then, make sure nakakomplete mo yung 10 repetition. Then, shoulder shrug. So, bakit ba natin need gawin yung shoulder shrug? So, kapag nag-computer tayo, so, nagkakaroon ng tension yung shoulder natin. So, need niya mag-relax. So, one of the best exercise for shoulder is shoulder shrug. So, you need to shrug. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, relax. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, relax. Make sure na every exercise natin is, i-complete natin yung 10 repetition. Then, hand exercise. So, this hand exercise is very, very popular siya sa mga patient na merong carpal tunnel syndrome. So, yun. Question is, sino ba yung mga nakaka-experience ng carpal tunnel syndrome? So, most common na nakaka-experience ng carpal tunnel syndrome is yung mga workers or yung employee natin na nag-spend ng time sa pag-computer or paggamit ng laptop. So, bakit? Ano yung reason? So, nangyayari is overloading ng tension dito na nag-work ka. So, ang nangyayari, napapagod din siya. Ang goal mo kasi in a day is to complete your task. So, hindi mo na napapansin na nag-overwork na pala yung kamay mo. So, that's the time na nagkakaroon siya ng carpal tunnel syndrome. So, yung mga patient natin na nagsisik na ng consultation is yung common symptoms na kino-complain nila is pag umahawak sila ng mga objects is may tendency na mabitawan na nila. So, kung na-experience mo yung mga symptoms na yun, then nagdadambi yung kamay mo, maybe magpa-consult ka na kasi baka carpal tunnel syndrome yun. First point of exercise sa kamay natin is straight hand. So, ang tawag dun sa exercises natin is flexor tendon gliding. Flexor tendon gliding, first part is straight hand na tinatawag natin. So, straight hand, so hold it for 7 seconds, hold and 10 reps. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then relax. Then followed by hook fist. So what is hook fist? So it's like a hook. Make sure na it's like a hook talaga. Then hold it for 7 seconds. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then followed by a full fist. So naka-fist na siya. Yun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then followed by tabletop. So tabletop is like this one. So top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then the next one is repeat by straighten again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then full piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. tabletop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then straighten again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For back or lumbar part, so pelvic tilt. So pelvic tilt, pwede mo siyang gawin habang nakaupo ka. So if ever na ay mong miga, so pwedeng exercise to sa back if ever na angangali ka na. So pelvic tilt is about tilting your pelvis. So first one is you must contract your abdominals. So in a sitting position, so 1, then followed by up to relax the muscle, then down, then up. So by doing this pelvic tilt, so nare-relieve niya yung tension sa back mo. But the question is, what if yung mga exercise na ginawa mo during office na to prevent nga yung mga injuries or to prevent yung symptoms ng mga na-experience ng work from home employees, hindi siya effective, especially in low back pain. So you can do this one exercises. So introduce ko lang na kapag na-experience tayo ng back pain, we have two very popular exercise. So the flexion bias, which is known as William flexion, and the other one is Mackenzie extension, which is extension bias. So why we call it flexion bias? So before you perform this exercise, make sure you do assessment on yourself. So first thing is identify if saan ba yung relieving factor, ay saan ba yung na-relieve yung saan position na-relieve yung back pain mo. So to assess yourself, make sure na you do flexion. So you do flex this one. So if you feel na mas sumakit, baka extension bias yung need mong gawin. So, yan. Pag nag-extend ka, feeling mo, hindi siya okay, mas nag-decrease yung pain kapag nag-flex ka. So, gawin mo is flexion bias. So, before you perform this exercise, make sure na yung gagawa mo na place is clean siya. So, let's put this one to make sure na clean yung higaan mo. So, yun. Let's set up the camera. So, yan. So, first thing first is, gagawin natin is flexion bias. So, flexion bias, okay. So, first step for flexion bias is posterior pelvic tilt. So, when we do posterior pelvic tilt, so, yan, higa ka muna. So, yan. So, posterior pelvic tilt, so, paano natin siya gagawin? So, contract your abdominal muscle and to put additional pressure on your back. Squeeze your butt or imagine that you're squeezing something between your butt. So let's do it together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And another reminder, make sure na nag-count ka. Kasi kapag hindi ka nag-count, there is tendency na if high blood ka, tataas yung pressure, high blood yung pressure mo. Kasi kapag nag-talk ka, that is the tendency or we call it basal maneuver na kapag nag-talk ka or abang na-exercise ka, yung BP mo hindi siya hindi siya tumataas kasi yung effort na ginagawa mo is may kasama din ng pagsalita. So the next exercise, the next step for William flexion is single knee to chest. So single knee to chest, so make sure na there is patient na pag pinagawa mo single knee to chest, so gagawin nila yan, pero hawak sila rito. So make sure na you don't put pressure around your bony area of the knee kasi it can add injury to your knee. So wrong way to. So the correct way is put your hands under your knees. So yeah, pull, then to add more pressure, pull it up. Then make sure that the other leg is in a straight line. Then count for 7 seconds. Hold the reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you just want to add more pressure as assistance for someone, then put your knee or your toes, your toes up. Then it can add more pressure. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then make sure na 7 seconds hold and then reps siya. So another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, make sure na sa kabila, gagawin mo rin naman siya. So, yan. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, relax. Then, another one is double knee to chest. So, double knee to chest. So, it means na double knee yung gagawin mo. So, reminder din na dapat, ito ka rin nahawak ulit dito, dapat dito sa ilalim to avoid much pressure on your knee. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To put additional pressure, you can do double knee to chest with posterior pelvic tilt. So, it can also add pressure there. So medyo ano lang siya, challenging lang para sa'yo. So, yun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, relax. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then relax. Another step for William flexion exercise is squat. Wall squat. So, wall squat. So, you can do this one in your house or office then. So, wall squat, the function of this wall squat is to strengthen your hamstring muscle. So, kapag may low back pain ka, yung hamstring muscle mo tends to weak or your hamstring muscle, so this one, tends to weak. Then, the upper part of your legs tends to contract or it can cause over fatigue. So, di ka mag-walling. Gagawin mo is just squat. So, kung gusto mo ng mas pressure, pwede ka mamili ng tatlong angle. So, 35. So, hindi siya masyadong effort. Hindi siya masyadong ma-effort. Then, for 35, 30, 45, or 90. So, pili ka lang sa tatlo. So, ang very challenging dito is 90-degree wall squat. So, make sure kaya wall squat siya, yung back mo is nakadikit talaga siya sa wall. So, yun. Then, gagawin mo 90 degree. So, make sure na 90 degree yung gagawin mo. So, medyo masakit siya rito sa part na to. So, yung feeling niya is parang kapag nagbilang ka, pwedeng 30 seconds hold. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, 15 lang. Pwede mo siyang, kung di mo kaya agad 30, pwede mo siyang 15. So, yung 15 seconds hold mo is gawin mo 6 repetition. Pero kapag 30 seconds hold ang ginawa mo, pwede mo siyang gawin na 2 repetition lang. So, anong gusto mo? Mahirapan ka ng matagal or hatiin mo siya. So, depende naman sa iyo kung anong mas trip mo. So, the next one is partial sit-ups and SLRs. May nakalimutan tayo na 2 exercise. So, partial sit-ups and alternate SLR. So, additional for William flexion exercise is the alternate SLR and partial sit-ups. Partial sit-ups, so bakit siya tinawag na partial sit-ups? So, ito yung masyado akong expert dito kasi hindi naman ako ganun kagaling na sit-ups. So, yun. Partial sit-ups, make sure na yung shoulder blades mo rito is mag-lilip siya. So, dapat hindi siya nakatouch sa floorings. So, how can you perform partial sit-ups? So, yun. So, make sure na yung itong shoulder blades mo is nakaangat siya. So, pwede mo siyang gawin 7 seconds hold and 10 reps again. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, partial sit-up. So, Ang goal niya is to strengthen the upper abdomen. So usually pag sinabi natin sit-ups na talaga, ang tina-target niya is yung lower talaga. So pag partial sit-ups, upper abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe tinatanong nyo, why we need to strengthen the abdominals? So kapag may low back pain tayo, ang nangyayari is yung abdominals natin, abdominal muscle is nag-weaken siya. So kailangan natin siya i-strengthen. And also the hamstring muscle. So ito yun, na kanina ginawa naman natin. Then SLR. Anong purpose ni SLR? Pag sinabing SLR, it is straight leg raise. So SLR, kapag ginawa mo to, anong nag-contract na muscle sa'yo? So this is the lower abdominals naman. So pwede mo siyang gawin ng 7 seconds hold 10 reps. Then di lang naman din yung pag nag-SLR, hindi lang yung lower abdominal muscle mo yung pinapakontract mo. So also yung dito, sa thigh muscle mo sa harapan. So yun, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So to add pressure dun sa SLR, always put your toes down. So mararamdaman mo yung tension sa back ng ano mo, ng leg mo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And relax. Then another one naman, alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, mapapansin mo kapag yung isang leg is tight, so hindi siya ganun ka taas yung kaya niyang abutin, like yung range. So, this one is medyo mobile siya, but this one medyo tight. Kasi, tingnan mo, kung inangat ko to, ang laki ng range na naabot ko, while dito, tight siya kasi hindi ko masyadong naabot. Medyo nagka-cramps na ibig sabihin. So the next one is Mackenzie extension. So what is Mackenzie extension? So Mackenzie extension, it is about relieving your back pain in extension way. So first one is prone lying, then prone on elbows, then prone on hands, and standing extension. So prone lying, when we say prone lying, so daba ka lang talaga. So prone lying, so just need to just lay down. So, pag nag-lay down kayo, hindi ka matutulog. So, yan. So, pwede mong mag-lay down ka na 3 minutes. So, yan. So, pag ganito yung position mo, huwag ka matutulog. So, mapapansin mo, yung the way ka yung breathing mo is not comfortable. So, medyo nahihirapan kang huminga. So, itong exercise na to, Mackenzie extension, is very complicated sa mga older patient kasi kapag nakahiga sila or nakatapa sila, nahirapan sila huminga. So, dapat ang gawin mo is modification. So, kami, kapag older patient na, usually ang pinapagawa namin is William flexion na. Then, after 3 minutes, so, pakipag-chikahan ka muna sa ano mo, habang ginagawa mo to, or pwede mo siyang gawin habang may ginagawa ka, magawa ka ng report. Then, the next one is prone on hands. Prone on elbows. So, prone on elbows, so you must put this one. Then, yung makipag-chikahan ka lang din. Pwede, usually ginagawa mo to kapag may nagre-review ka or gagawa ka ng report, so hindi yung laptop mo, so review, laptop ka lang. Then, pwede mo siyang gawin ng 3 minutes din. So, after 3 minutes, so may progression siya. So, prone on hand. So, ito medyo challenging siya. So, yung prone on hand. So, kailangan mo ilapit yung palms mo near sa'yo. So, yun. Kasi it can increase tension or pressure at the back. So, yun. Bilang ka ng, ito, pwede mo siyang gawing 7 seconds hold and 10 reps. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, relax. So, kasi nakakapagod din siya. Then, another 7 counts ulit. 7 seconds hold and 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, imagine na naka 10 reps ka na. The last one for Mackenzie extension is back extension. So, usually nakikita niyo to or ginagawa niyo to kapag masakit yung likod nyo. Yan. So, back extension. So, paano ba gawin yung back extension? So, this one. So, you must put your hands bago siya mag-butt mo. So, yun. Then, push. Para ang Miss Universe. Yan. Yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure na yung tension na nilalagay mo sa kanya is kaya mo. Kasi pag masyado mong sinobrahan, syempre yung tension dito can lead to a injury. So, kapag nag-exercise ka, dapat hindi todo bigay. Dapat sakto lang. So, toe exercises. So, you can do this at home or if you're tired of doing something, gusto mong mag-relax sa work. So, you can just heel raise or toe raise. So, paano yun? So, toe raise. Pwede mo siyang gawin if ever na nakaput ka sa table yung kamay mo. Then, just make sure na yung toes mo, nagre-raise siya. So, yun. Pakita natin sa another web. So, yan. So, makikita mo. So, hawak ka dun sa may table. Then, toes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ay, heel raise. So, heel raise yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, after 10 repetition, pag okay na yun, toe raise naman. So, toe raise. So, hawak ka rin ulit sa table to have a stable position. So, yun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, make sure na complete mo siya ng 10 seconds holds. 7 seconds hold and 10 reps. Then, kapag nag-prone line ka, reminder lang na 3 minutes siya lagi. Then, yung prone on elbow, 3 minutes din. Then, yung prone on hands and 3 minutes din siya. So, that's the end of the discussion. So, thank you everyone. If you have a question, clarification, let me know.
Thank you,
Right.
Rach. May question dito.
Yes
She
po.
says, what happens when I crack my back?
So, pag kinakarok mo yung back mo, have tendency na yung bones mo is hindi na siya stable. So, nagiging brittle siya, kumbaga. So, parang, siya, nalo-lost thread yung right term. Kasi, yung bones natin is made up of vertebra. Then, between doon is this lang siya, na parang nag-hold siya, or nag-prevent ng friction, then, meron lang mga ligament na nagko-connect sa
Connect.
kanila. So if you
Mm.
do your cracking every day, I mean, pwede siyang mag-lead into injury. So pwede siyang mag-lead into fracture or nerve compression yung worst.
Okay, so do you in general or you meant na kapag personally they crack their back and without professional
Actually,
help? Kasi 'di ba we
cracking
have
nerve, yes po.
chiropractors who also
Yes po.
cracks. Mm-mm.
Actually, it's not really bad naman na mag-crack ka yung ipatulogin mo talaga yung bones mo,
Mhm.
ay yung back mo. Ang nagiging bad thing siya kapag ginagawa mo siya every day or in a week, 3 times a week. So, pag nagpapatunog ka ng bones, so make sure na meron siyang duration lang. So, meron siyang rules na sinusunod kapag nagkakaroon ka ng bones. So, duration siya. Kami, make sure na kapag nagkakaroon ka ng bones, 1 month yung pagitan niya kapag nagkakaroon ka ng bones. Kasi, kapag inaraw-araw mo siya or every week ginagawa mo, baka ma-fracture yun. Kasi nga,
Magiging brittle.
yung bones po.
If I may add to, kasi nga I had been I had my therapist told me
Yes
na
po.
every time daw that we crack, let's say our hand or the knuckles, there's a tendency that the synovial fluid, which is the fluid in between
Yes.
those knuckles, are drying out fast. therefore when we get older,
Mm.
that's when kung lagi tayo nagka-crack nung mga knuckles natin, then mas mabilis mag-deplete yung synovial fluid. Tama ba
One
yun?
factor, yes po. Now, kanina na-mention ko na yung IVDs na tinatawag natin.
Mhm.
So, sa back natin, ang tawag doon is IVDs. Then, sa ibang bones natin, meron tayong mga synovial fluid. So, function nga nila is yun, magde-decrease ng friction every time we move. So, kapag nangyari yun is, yun nga, as we grow older, naminipis siya. So, pag nagkakrak ka na nagpapakrak, yung synovial fluid, hindi siya, ano siya, nagde-decrease po.
Nalilesen.
Yes po.
Right. Okay. Anyone else who has a question, please let us know. You can post down below or clarification. This looks good. And another one that I noticed, when somebody's sleeping, what do you suggest for the position of the pillows? Kasi some they want a super high pillow, and then for some naman they want to lie down flat. What's the most ideal or generic way of the thickness of
Mm.
the pillow, or saan siya nilalagay na area?
So, kapag yung pillow, so, good thing na dapat one lang talaga siya. So, make it a habit na one lang yung ginagamit natin. Kasi, why? So, pag one lang yung ginagamit natin, usually normal yun. Pag nag-add tayo ng 2 pillow or 3 pillow, yung lungs natin, nag-ano siya, nag-a-adjust siya. Ibig sabihin, kasi ang mga gumagamit ng 2 to 3 pillows, meron silang lung problems or meron silang difficulty na
Of breathing.
huminga. Kaya nag-a-add sila ng pillows
Pillows.
po. Yes po.
And I just want to add also, pillow
Mm.
din kasi,
Mm.
magmamatter yon if may, ano ka, scoliosis.
Yes po.
So, kung may scoliosis ka, totally walang pillow yon. Kasi pag maglalagay ka ng pillow, may possibility na yung vertebrae mo or yung backbones mo madidislocate siya.
Mhm. That's very interesting, and I hope a lot of us have learned from this class. If you don't have any question, we'll be ending from here, but if you still have question, you can definitely go to the portal or the Skype account of our clinic, or put it in a ticket, HR ticket, or you can also send an email to clinic@asiapremieronesource.com. That is for our internal employees. Rachel, thank you so much for your time
Thank you po.
today. And
Thank you,
thank you, nurse.
Rish.
Have a good day and see you next Wellness
Mm.
Wednesday. Bye, guys.
Bye!